No!
Ring! I want that title on my goddamn shoulder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to what is supposed to be a KO, ass-whooping, however you want to call it, a Schmoedown reaction today, right here on Dedicated to Art. Yes, I'm not even gonna hide the embarrassment that this match is gonna be for one of the competitors. I am your host, as usual, Case Cornelis, joined by the usual panel, Chris and Nico. Yeah, Kevin Smets is gonna win. He's gonna win big. All respect to Jay Washington. He probably knows some geek. But come on.
God,
Nico,
Case, you can be a real dick sometimes. Listen, my head definitely says Kevin Smets. And while we've become great friends with Kevin over the past couple of weeks, my heart is a little torn here because I can relate to Jay Washington's situation in that he's the guy who gets so much shit thrown his way, and he just keeps on soldiering along, hoping for positivity to finally come his way. And like, it did come his way this past winter when Ethan Irwin won the heavyweight title. And I believe in my heart that Ethan and Janine will be a force in the teams division throughout the course of this coming year. That said, we know what Kevin Smets brings to the table. We know he's a beast. We know he tortured himself for 9+ months to get to this spot because he wanted it. He wanted that Schmoedown spot so bad, and he worked his ass off to get it. And it's not like he's just going to suddenly decrease in performance after finally getting here. No, he wants the title. He set goals for himself that Harloff has mentioned in public multiple times. He wants to set all the records this year. And I believe someone as focused as him who, they say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard, and Kevin Smets has both. So I don't know if this will be a knockout, but I can say that I think Kevin is going to put up an equally as impressive performance as he did last time. Will he miss more than one question, or will he go perfect this time? That's really the main question.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
I say there's a callback to when we had him on the Who Cares Anime podcast. Well done, Nico.
Chris, your thoughts on this?
Okay, Jay, listen, man, I love you. You are a wonderful human being. I'm so glad that you are putting up the great fight you are putting up to get yourself in shape. I'm glad you are still with us after what happened last year. But my man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kevin is going to kill you in the ring. Like, this is not even going to be close. This is going to be a murder. Like, literally, if I had to put money on it, if I had to put Vegas odds down, we don't end round 2.
Wow. That is very early.
Because and here's my only reason why. From our conversation that we had with Kevin, there was one thing that was stupidly apparent. The guy doesn't know how to give up. The guy, look, if I've said it once, I'll say it again. He will be Inner Geekdom champion. If not by the San Diego Comic-Con event, by the end of the year. He will be. He will be champ of the Inner Geekdom. Because nobody studies harder than him. So, sorry. And Jay, how about this? I'll make it up to you next time I'm in town. You know what I'll do for you, man? We'll go out. We'll get drinks. We'll have a good time. It'll be on me. Don't worry.
And then he'll put you through a table.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I have nothing against Jay Washington, but for all the reasons that Chris and Nico just said, like, Kevin is on another level compared to the entire Inner Geekdom division. Mike Kalinowski and Rachel Cushing should be shaking in their boots just knowing that this guy is in the same division and coming for them, because he will face them and he will probably beat them, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for to see all of that happen.
Anything to knock Mike down a peg, huh, Case?
Hey, I like Mike, but after actually talking to Kevin and knowing how driven he is, I'm like, yeah. So, you know what? Let's just get this over with. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Ooh, Sam.
Hey! Hey, what's going on, champ?
How are you?
Nice to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
How you hanging in there?
I'm all right, but talk about you, man. Crushing it. You're having this great run with teams. You and Bateman are, absolutely making a name for yourselves. And you guys, and now you just, you beat my old ride or die, Drew McWeeny. That's no small feat.
I called that win, by the way.
Tough one, but a good victory. Yeah, it was fun. How about you? The commissioner. Yeah. Was it? Is it? No? Is it everything you thought it was going to be?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, man. Yeah, you look like you need a nap.
Yeah, I do need a nap.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
But hey, I've actually been working on some single stuff for you.
Yeah?
So how about this?
Okay.
You just played them in teams, but I want you to take on the Insteiner.
Ah.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm amazed that match hasn't happened
Check this out.
already.
You win that one, that's 2 in a row. You got the momentum going, and then you're probably in contention for a title shot. So,
Well, there it is.
do me proud.
I will, man. Hey, you get that nap.
I will.
I don't envy you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take it from all of us. Running a league is hard.
What did I come out here for?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get it later.
It's amazing, but it's hard.
I love that Venom hoodie.
Nice.
And Smets is filled out enough
So
to
wait, is that the hoodie he teased us with last time?
It might be. It might be.
Some bitch. I like it.
Roxy's at the desk again.
It's 10! Yay! TV fights marriage.
I am the pit boss, Ken Napzok. That is Roxy Stryer.
Wrong ship.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, Roxy, how are you? We've got ourselves, like I said, an inner geek
I'm gonna throw you overboard.
that has been building and building in a short
Nico, you
amount
haven't
of
even
time.
seen that
This
movie.
caught on like wildfire. We got Kevin the Smasher, Smets, and the veteran, one of the veterans of this league, the urban gladiator, Jay Washington. Roxy, are you ready for this epic matchup?
I really am. It's going to be an intense one, and also just with the amount
Indeed.
of geek knowledge going on, I'm ready to get my geek on.
You ready to get your geek on?
Yeah.
That sounds like a bumper sticker if there ever is one. Here is the story.
I
Kevin,
love
the Smasher
geeking
Smets.
out
He is managed by a
on a
man
reaction
only known as Kaiser.
in a
if you know
Skype
your
call.
World War I history, that's a little scary. But
Wait, what did
here
Ken
is the
say?
thing. Kevin was a fan.
I missed
and
his
I don't
joke.
mean that as a disparaging term. He was a fan of this. He
suck.
watched it. He studied it. He wanted to be part of this. And he joined the Patreon page, and he auditioned and did not get picked. The chairman said, thank you, no thank you, you're not ready, sir. So he goes down into what I affectionately call the minor leagues, the fan leagues. He proved his mettle there, and he gets called up, and he faces a great, charismatic competitor, another rookie,
I wonder what
David
it's like to
Moore,
spend
and
just a
Kevin
day with
Smets
Kaiser.
Smashes him.
I'm
Moore
scared.
was look good, but Kevin just looks like a machine. He is a winter soldier. Even in the face, he looks like Sebastian Stan and Sebastian Shaw and Mark Hamill all rolled into one.
I see that. I see that.
He's a talented guy. He knows
He
how to edit
does.
videos. Full disclosure, he's worked with
He
me on
does.
videos. I don't want anyone saying I have any favoritism to him, but I am impressed with what he's done. But Roxy, he started taking shots at Hector Navarro, former Inner Geekdom champion.
Which is just so above his league at this point. I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
Smets is...
That would be a good
A
match.
lot of people are talking about Smets right now. When you're
In
the hallway, when you're
reputation,
hearing
at
it,
least.
He is the person to watch.
In skill,
Hector,
in skill set.
he's the big leagues right now. For Smets to come out
I would
and say
assume.
that, it's a little
I mean, no,
disrespectful.
not assume. I would definitely say they're on the same level if Smets isn't better.
Jay Washington. First of all, Jay and Kevin, we could also do a super body pose down like they did in the WWF. Rick Rude, Ultimate Warrior back in the day. These guys hit the gym a lot. But Jay was like, no, no, no. And I think it's because of Jay's pro wrestling background. He says, we do things certain ways around here. There is some locker room etiquette. You do not challenge someone that you do not have the right to challenge yet. And the war
Undertaker taking him to
all over
wrestling
social
court.
Media, promos, Jay, when he's trying to achieve a supervillain status in the gym at midnight. The guy works out at midnight, Roxy.
I see it.
He's curling, calling out Kevin, calling out Kaiser, who is the voice of Kevin as well. And
Yeah, they went back and forth. They were
and
going
forth. But
at
I
it.
will say this, as a manager and a student of the managing game, Kaiser, he is not afraid. He is leading his charge. He has a full confidence in the smasher there. So that kind of sets it up. But I think, Roxy, we should hear from our competitors today. Let's hear their promotion.
Oh, please, Lex,
Oh,
this
this is
will be
gonna
great.
be this is gonna be beautiful.
Why don't we bring Navarro out? Why don't we get somebody out there who can give this kid a challenge?
So, wait a whole damn minute. Kevin Smets had a nice, impressive victory, but got super cocky too quick. You calling out Hector Navarro? I feel it's necessary to put you in your place. So, here's what I'm gonna do. How about I get back in the Interdictum ring and teach you a lesson?
The Twitter banter between these two was just phenomenal.
Amazing.
Like, this is how you promote a match. This is how you make an
Joe Buddy
undercard
Kaiser,
match the main
I
event.
just got off a flight at LAX and my driver picked me up, right? I decided to go on to Twitter and see what's poppin'. And what do I find but big bad Jay Washington? And then Jay did something really stupid. He called out the Smasher. I'm driving down to the Schmoedown office to put the Smasher's name on the dotted line. Because if you want blood, baby, we will oblige you.
You run your mouth for your boy, and you just got here. But here's the thing. I've been here. You just play here. So now you two want to play this game? Make it official, Christian, Emma, whoever the hell. Let's do this.
You know, here I am trying to have a nice relaxing afternoon, and all of a sudden my mentions
Yes.
blowing up
Yes.
on Twitter because the two
All the
of you
ports.
are
All the ports.
duking it out there. So as the commissioner of the Interdictum League, I accept your proposal to settle this in the Schmoedown arena. So can you please stop
Okay,
yelling
Sam
at each
Levine
other
now
on
has to
Twitter?
do an announcement in that exact same setup.
Sam Levine has to do one from a film set.
Ethan!
Myself versus
He's got Ethan in his corner.
Punch can do.
Jay Washington, this is actually a big day for you. You get to say that you were number 2 on the murder train when the Smasher came through the Schmoedown. And I got news for you, buddy. It kind of sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. But in this narrative, the Smasher plays the Grinch who stole your integrity when he puts you to sleep in 2 rounds.
Oh,
You really
I
wanted
love
to go
it.
hard at me on Twitter. You tried to. You tried your best to send little videos. You and the dig.
Wait. You guys are like in a Twitter war?
Yeah, you'd have known that if you check your tweets.
You know, Jay, you weren't even in the picture, but you had to open your mouth. We wanted Navarro,
Even on
but
Twitter?
apparently he's in the witness relocation
Like, when he started, he
program
wasn't
'cause
on
he's
Twitter.
nowhere to be found today. I mean,
Okay,
in your
I just
last
add,
match,
like,
you
5
lost
years to my
Emma,
life with that
and you want
laugh.
to go up against this psychopath? Buddy, I got news for you. We're gonna mop the floor with your blood today, pal.
I walk around with greatness. Former movie trivia Schmoedown heavyweight champion of the world. You walk around with a reject from Alcoholics Anonymous. You walk around with somebody.
Does that mean he's still an alcoholic?
Yeah, can't you look at him? He's doesn't. He only does 40-ounce curls. Like, he just drinks a lot.
Listen, our fans know what time it is. We don't care if you're a heel or a hero.
Okay.
You're just hamburger
Jay
to
just
us.
won
It's
the
Smashers
Smack Talk.
time. The old guard, you're on your way out. Kalinowski, Cushing, we don't care. As long as Harloff keeps lining them up, the Smasher's gonna keep knocking them down. So I got one question for Jay Washington and the rest of the Schmoedown. You want extra onions with that loss?
Smets, you won your opening match, your rookie match, and you walking around on cloud 9. You crowning yourself in a Geekdom champion already. You ran your mouth to Hector. That's the homie. but it ain't happened. And you ain't got past the Gladiator, and you not getting past this one. You and that tight-ass hoodie you have on can go back to Magical Little Kingdom, wherever you came from. You can go back to looking constipated at home. So when you're done, when you catch this L, it's only 2 things you can do about it.
Nothing, and friggin' deal with it.
Yes!
You called me.
Yes!
You are the architect of everything that's about to happen right now. And I know you have your fans here in the Schmoedown. You have your fans here in the studio. You got a lot of friends, and I get that. But tonight, they're all going to be let down when I drag you from one side of that studio to the other. Because it's not about friendships. It's not about the fans. Tell us about Kaiser. All business.
Okay. If the season 6 is the magical season, then that promo was fucking Harry Potter versus Voldemort at the end of
Deathly Hallows Part 2, yeah.
I remember the movie title right now. I'm so amped up right now.
Oh my
Fuck, that was great. That was great.
A little hot in here. That was some fire going on.
Well, it's kind of like me after 7 tacos. The sweats and the chest pains start coming. I'll tell you what, Kaiser almost has no respect for Jay, and I can tell you, Jay is feeling that lack of respect there. And I love seeing Ethan Irwin, who is a quiet, calm,
Look, however the points may turn out, the talk is worth it alone.
He's earned it.
He has earned it, absolutely. So with that, Roxy, I have a little question for you. Are you ready?
Okay, everyone in the fan leagues,
Yes, I am.
watch this goddamn match. Study those promos. That's how you fucking cut a promo.
Let's meet our competitors for today.
I'm gonna need to wear shades just so that way I can, like, you know, that way. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want you to watch me fucking cry while I laugh.
Oh. Led to the ring by his manager and advisor, Kaiser, with a record of 1 win, no defeats, 1 KO in the Inner Geekdom division. He is Kevin the Smasher.
Woo!
Woo! Bringing that venom.
That's our boy from the Old Republic.
Look at that, Kaiser. Yes, sir.
Hardest thing Harlow ever did was hire you.
Oh, it's you know what? He's saying nice
What's
things
happening?
about him. I like him.
What happened to my handshake?
You
No?
didn't get it.
All right.
You didn't get it.
Coming out there. I don't
Roxy
know
got
superheroes
this.
that well. I believe that is Arachno Boy on his thing.
Yeah, that's the official
Kevin
title.
is intense. He's intense. You know, he can bench 245, 12 reps real easily. And his opponent.
Can we make this an Extreme Rules match? Like, for every question they get wrong, they have to do a push-up.
With a record in the Inner Geekdom division of 1 win and 2 defeats.
Jay Washington coming out to the Usos theme music, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I know wrestling, these two don't.
You know what? I love seeing these two together.
The Infinity Finger.
It's the Thanos finger, not the one that you want to see.
Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Okay, Jay, I'll tell you what, Jay knows how it goes. He knows how it goes. It's hot in here. It is hot in here. The Thanos finger, different than the Thanos snap. It's kind of like GoBots versus Transformers, but Jay is ready. I have seen Jay. I've seen the look in his eyes before. This is usually when someone gets their neck snapped. So Kevin, though, looks confident, too. By the way, Jay could bench 415, 19 reps at midnight. Gentlemen, let's explain the rules in round number 1.
Sure.
We got this intense
These
match.
faces. Look
Yes,
at
these
this
faces.
Fun,
This looks like my wife
as
after her
always.
divorce
That
hearings.
it's not
So,
working. I still got a
I feel like I'm at a...
Wait. Ken, you were married.
In round 1, I repeat,
When was
10
this?
questions in the Inner Geekdom division, categories ranging all over.
Forget
the
about his
spectrum.
marriage. I feel like I'm at
You
an
can
actual
get,
fight
if you
right
want, each
now.
question
And
be
I'm
worth
excited.
1 point.
I'm
Let
amped
me
up.
remind you, you do get 3 JTE rules. That's a chance to repeat the question. Named after the famed Ecuadorian Captain America fan, Josh Tapia. So, let's, if you guys, wow, I don't know. Can we get a referee, maybe a law enforcement officer? This is going to get intense here. RB3, grab my handcuffs
The
in my
famed
bag.
Ecuadorian scooter.
I don't care about a word you're saying right now.
Do you understand?
The same
Are you
Ecuadorian
ready,
film reviewer
Jay.
who wisely said that Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy of all time. Yes.
Then let's
Oh.
get ready.
What did Jay say? I missed it.
Schmoedown.
Hot and heavy already.
Oh boy.
10 questions, gentlemen. First question coming in is in the category of MCU. Which film saw the first appearance of Andy Serkis's Ulysses Claw? I'm glad we didn't have a fight, Roxy, in that first opening second there.
I felt it inside.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
That is correct for a point, Kevin.
Age of Ultron.
Age
I need a new marker, too.
Ultron. Question number 2, Roxy.
Question number 2 on the category of Star Wars.
I got this.
You're not playing, Ken. In Attack of the Clones, what is the base color of Obi-Wan's starfighter that he pilots to Kamino and then to Geonosis?
Good job on that, Geonosis.
There's a
Almost
basic
passed
color,
out.
and then there's a more specific color that you can
Absolutely
go
looking
with.
for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and
Same
1.
color as
Red.
Age 47. Rusty red.
Incorrect.
Or maroon.
White.
Incorrect. Looking for red. Red. He flies his red.
Did they miss? Kevin missed.
That his
Dude,
Jedi
come
Star. Question 3 out of 10, gentlemen. Question 3 out of 10 in the category of Middle Earth. Middle Earth. In the desolation of Smaug, which dwarf becomes gravely ill after an orc shoots him with a poisoned arrow? Arrow. Of all the things I couldn't pronounce, arrow.
this
Yeah,
storyline.
got through Smaug just fine.
I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna get this wrong.
3, 2, and 1.
Bilbo.
Keely, Washington.
I hate the Hobbit movies.
Who doesn't?
This is it.
Valid, but
Kevin.
Keely.
It is Keely. It is Keely. 2-1 lead. 2-1 lead.
I would like to say for the record, of course he would know his family members.
Good God Almighty!
All right. Roxy,
question
fourth
4?
question.
Yeah, here we
Keely was
go.
actually tall for a dwarf.
In the category of DC, who plays Lois Lane in Superman Returns?
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Now we're going to.
Now this is me.
Now you know this one?
Yeah.
Good.
It's the
for
first question I've known in
you.
years.
5,
I don't know.
Nah,
3,
I'll take the hit on
2,
this
and
movie.
1. Look for answers
Kate
starting
Mara?
with the Smasher, Kevin Smets.
You can borrow my Netflix password. It's Kate Bosworth.
I had a cake.
Hey, Jay Washington.
I have my own, but I refuse to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-1. 3-1.
Smart.
3-1.
then just look up the
Fifth
fucking
question.
trivia.
Fifth
Jay, come
question.
on.
We are halfway through round number 1. Fifth question comes in the category of Marvel. Marvel. Stan Lee has a cameo in which Spider-Man film in which he tells Peter Parker that one person can make a difference? Is that true?
Upset.
If it's me. Oh, cockiest I've ever been.
That's all right. You're from Boston. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, we got a JT rule there. Stan Lee has a cameo in which Spider-Man film in which he tells Peter Parker
aware
that
that people
one
hate this
person
movie. I don't
can make a difference.
I'm
Might be a little strategy
okay.
Jay's
So
got
I,
there.
Case just confirmed to me
Run the
that I
options
was
through
thinking of the
brain.
wrong movie.
I like it there. Looking for
I had it down to
answers
2, and I
5,
wasn't sure which one, and now I know which one.
2, and
It's
1.
Spider-Man
3.
Jay.
Spider-Man 2.
3.
Incorrect, Kevin.
Spider-Man 2.
I'm gonna give myself that
Spider-Man
point.
1, Spider-Man 3.
Still very close in the
Still
numbers.
very close.
I'm giving myself.
If I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have known. But fair enough.
I knew it was one of the 2, and I was like unsure.
All right, sixth
Question
question.
number 6.
It's when it's confirmed that Spider-Man gets the key to the city.
Can I ask a question though, and then he can go? Okay. Here we go. Category 6. Harry Potter. What kind of creature is sentenced to death for attacking Draco Malfoy in Prisoner of Azkaban?
What kind of creature? Not the name of the creature.
Do you know how many
I
glasses
don't
of
think I'm
butterbeer
spelling
I
this
can
right,
drink in
but
one visit to
I don't
university?
care.
7.
Yeah.
8, 5, 4, 3.
I'm never good at spelling
2,
when it comes to
and
Potter.
1.
Hippogriff,
With Kevin.
Buckbeak.
Hippogriff.
Buckbeak the Hippogriff.
Damn, I had the Basilisk. I had the wrong one.
All right, you did that. 4-1 lead. 4-1 lead.
It happens.
So wait, Case, is it H-I or H-Y?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Thank God spelling doesn't
Comes
count
in the category
unless
of
doesn't.
about
Star Trek.
Jete.
Chip Head.
In Star Trek Into Darkness, after attacking Starfleet, Khan flees to Kronos, the homeworld of what alien species?
I gotta watch this goddamn movie soon.
Yes. It's
I
actually-
got-
Come
it's
on,
actually
Nico.
pretty
If
good.
you
This is
know
why I like
aliens
Star
in Star
Wars.
Trek, you know this answer.
5,
Just
Oh,
guess
wait.
4,
an alien
3,
species.
2, and 1.
Oh wait, it's too
Klingons.
late. It's too late now. It's
Kevin.
too late now.
Klingon.
That's right.
That was my second one. That was my
5 to
second one in
1.
my head.
5 to 1.
I gave up as soon as I heard Into Darkness and didn't even read the rest of the question.
Can we?
I'm over him.
Guess an alien species in Star Trek.
Question
Klingon.
number 8 in the category of DCEU.
You mean what my ex-girlfriend was?
Who
Oh.
played Victor Stone in Justice
Nope.
League?
Oh.
I'm getting all the DC
Oh,
questions.
I know this guy.
I give
Yeah.
up.
No.
I'm not gonna
no,
bother.
Absolutely not. Fuck this movie. Fuck this actor in this movie because God, that was
5,
awful.
4,
Um,
3, 2, and
Ray
1.
Fisher.
And Kevin.
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher.
That is correct.
Ray Fisher.
That is correct.
Yeah,
6-2.
good point.
6-2. Jay's
Good
in it.
points, guys.
All right.
And if
Did you
you
know the
guys
answer, or did you just not want to answer the
Good for
question?
you.
No,
Ninth
I
also
question.
didn't know.
Ninth
I didn't know it
question
and I
comes in
didn't
the
care.
category of heroes and
Same.
villains. Heroes and villains. What is the name of the aquatic empath from the Ron Perlman
fuck.
Hellboy films? We're looking for the first and last name.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Played by
I
Doug
don't even
Jones.
know what I just asked.
Honestly, it was a little lost on me, too.
It's a fever dream.
We saw his origin story in The
Hi,
Shape of
Dylan.
Water.
5.
Yes, we did.
2,
I'm just gonna go with
one.
Gil.
Looking for answer
Is it
seven.
Gil?
Ape Sapien.
Ape Sapien.
Not denied.
Damn it.
Abe Sapien.
That's correct. Abe Sapien is answer 7-2, 7-2, 7-2. All right. Final question in this round, Roxy. Final question.
Yep, question 10. It's a mixed bag.
Of course.
In 2014's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who provided the voice
Nope.
of Leonardo?
I think I know this.
Mixed bag. You never know. Mixed
You
bag.
never know. It's kind of like
I don't care.
Turtles on a half shell there. Jay's got to get this one.
movie
or two
actually
points
isn't
there, but
that
anything
bad.
can happen in
I don't
round
watch
2.
shit.
5,
True.
4,
Plus,
3,
I'm not interested in
2,
I-
and
I
1.
don't
Looking
know.
for answer
I don't
seven,
know.
Kevin.
Johnny
Johnny
Knoxville.
Knoxville?
That's correct.
What?
Jay.
How about that?
Corey Feldman. I didn't
Corey.
watch
Let's do it. Dance like Corey Feldman.
I can see. Where are these angels, though? Where do
All
we put
right,
them?
we
This
are
is what
going
happens
to
when you
round
actually
two.
watch
Round
movies.
2 is the one here that the wheel round. The wheel is a fickle mistress sometimes. Both managers and valets and friends
Feldman
heading up to talk to their opponents.
was
Roxy,
voice
going
of
around 2,
Dooku.
anything can happen because it's the wheel round.
The Wheel of Death.
I
The
think of
wheel
Corey
of
Burt.
death, the wheel of doom,
Oh,
the
that's
wheel
Corey
of
Burt, yeah.
destiny.
Feldman was
Depending, here's
voice
what you're gonna
of-
do. We're gonna spin.
Corey Feldman
You
was a
will
Michael
get
Jackson.
One of the
five
turtles in the
questions,
90s
by the way.
versions,
You'll
though.
get 2 chances to get a category you like, but spinner's choice and opponent's choice are on the wheel. So if you hit those, you get stuck with that, or you get to receive that gift. We'll remind you that 2-point questions are on the table here. Unless you want multiple choice, then you get 1 point. You will have a chance to steal in this one. Jay, have used 1 JT rule. Kevin, you have 3 remaining. With that said, Kevin, you are in the lead. It is your choice to spin first or defer.
Did I get the
will
same amount as
defer.
Kevin?
He's going to put the pressure on Jay.
Yes, you
Washington.
did.
Jay, let's give it a big spin here.
I feel like Jay likes the pressure.
I
though.
am going to appreciate
Jay
this
does
because
like
last time
pressure,
I
likes
that was
putting on
no.
pressure. He likes staring down Kevin still here.
Yeah.
Doesn't
whoa.
even look.
Oof.
He's look. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The stare
Tension.
down.
What's the score?
What's
the score, Jay?
Kevin's looking at the scoreboard here, but the wheel is going
It's
around
8-2, Jay.
and
Good
round
spin, good
and
spin.
around. It is coming down to it. Will
Marvel.
Be
Ooh,
Marvel movies.
nice.
All right.
Marvel
That's
movies.
broad.
Jay is sticking with it. Jay
Okay.
is sticking with it.
Okay.
Roxy, would you like to ask the 5 questions?
We'll
in
see
this
how I
category?
do. We'll do our very best. Here we go, Jay. First question. In 2000's X-Men, what is Rogue's real first name?
Yeah.
2 points.
Well,
there,
damn.
no hesitation. Back in the game.
Didn't
Back
even
in
blink.
the game.
Didn't even blink. Question number 2. What name does the devil go by in 2007's
Mephisto?
Yeah, Mephisto. So I wanted to say Mephistopheles, but I'm like, no, that's the full name. And what?
Multiple
So I
choice.
need to go with a short one.
Is it A, Mephisto, B, Blackheart, C, Caretaker,
I really
or
doubt the
D,
devil's name would be Caretaker.
Blackheart?
What? The two of them are the same thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Blackheart.
That's
Mephisto.
incorrect. Mephisto for a 1 point
No.
steal. 1 point steal. 1 point steal.
Yeah.
Blackheart.
Yeah, Blackheart's the son. Yeah.
His buddy.
All right. Third
Challenge
question
the
out of
question
five.
for
Third question
having
out of
two
five.
wrong. Two of the.
Question number
Never
3.
mind.
What university does Peter Parker attend in Spider-Man 2?
Oh.
Spider-Man
Ooh.
questions today.
Is it Black?
Not a
NYU.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, New York University,
Well, it
B,
has to.
Manhattan College, C, Columbia University, or D, Rutgers University?
it's
either-
Columbia University.
That's correct. 4.
Oh, there's Columbia. Okay.
Fourth question.
Question number 4. In Deadpool 2, what supervillain teams up with
Juggernaut.
After
Juggernaut,
breaking
bitch!
out of police custody?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Is the one. 2 points.
Nice.
That
2
is
points.
correct.
Final question in this round. Can Jay tie it?
Question 5. In X2 X-Men United, after escaping Stryker's raid on the mansion, what pop song plays loudly when Pyro turns on the radio?
Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in the game for two.
How did I
Multiple
not
choice.
remember that?
Is it A, Bye Bye Bye, B, Wannabe, C, Everybody, Backstreet's Back, or
Chris,
D,
stop singing.
Baby One More Time?
Backstreet's back.
No.
No, it's not. No.
No, it's not.
Bye.
That is correct.
That is
Bye
correct.
Bye Bye.
Oh,
1
crap.
point still for Kevin. It is 10-7 though. Jay did pull to striking distance, but Kevin gets to spin here.
Kevin's
See if he can
gonna-
take
Here's
the
the
lead.
thing, I don't
Kevin, go
fault
ahead and
Jay
give
for
it a little
that. When
spin.
in doubt,
Please
go
spin
with the
from
Backstreet
wheel Or
Boys.
use your mind,
true.
just not the pegs.
I can't see those pegs fly anymore.
I mean,
Kevin
who
walking
wouldn't love
away, a
to
lot of
go up
nervous
to,
energy.
I don't know, Scarlett Johansson or one of the other lovely ladies of the
Never know
MCU
with
and just
this
be
wheel,
like,
though.
you are.
There we go. Could it be
My
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. Yay.
Let's see how he does it.
Potter. All right.
this
First
category.
question out of 5 coming in for you here now, Kevin. What location does the secret tunnel under the Whomping Willow
Shrieking
lead to?
Shack.
First used
Shrieking
in The
Shack.
Prisoner of
Shrieking
Azkaban.
Shack.
That is correct for 2 points there.
As Tim Smith would say,
All right.
let me finish
Second
reading the question,
out of
please.
5 is who is the Quidditch captain for Gryffindor in
Oliver
Harry
Wood.
Potter
Oliver
and
Wood.
the Sorcerer's Stone?
Oliver Wood.
Oliver Wood.
Right.
No hesitation there.
Wood, I may have found you a secret.
All right. This is the third question.
Or I believe
in
I found you a seeker.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Newt brought a Thunderbird to the United States to release. What was the name of
Frank.
Newt's? 2 points there. 2 points there.
Well, goddamn.
Fourth question here. Jay's looking for
It's
a steal.
over.
He does need it. Fourth question, Kevin. Who
Why?
plays the completely despicable and vile Dolores Umbridge?
Amalda Staunton.
Yeah.
2
Wow.
more points there.
All right. Now he just needs to hit this,
All right.
and it's a KO.
Fifth and final question in the Harry Potter category here. A lot is on the line. Jay needs to steal. If Kevin hits this, we might be shouting to the rooftops here. Final question. In The Half-Blood Prince, who was Ginny Weasley dating before kissing Harry in the Room of
Dean
Requirements?
Can you repeat the question?
In The Half-Blood
You
Prince,
suck.
who was
Dean
Ginny
Thomas.
Weasley dating before kissing Harry in the Room?
Dean Thomas.
And Joe
Oh, wow.
Hold it.
Smasher! Kevin
Wow.
Jay, study up, son.
Well, I'm losing my voice over that one there.
Wow.
Ethan coming to console Jay.
Wow, Ken. That's how he
Final
got his
score.
name. Smasher.
Final score of 20-7. Let's give it up for Jay. Give it up
That
for
was
Jay.
a mugging.
The crowd
They're loving
Crowd
Jay.
definitely behind Jay Washington. They've grown to love Jay Washington, especially after his live appearance in New York. So Jay still has a lot to give here in the Schmoedown. You can sense it from the fans, but this was a tough loss, but a big win for Kevin, Roxy.
I mean, that wheel round was just insane. He didn't even blink. He didn't even, it just was question after question. How do you top that? You can't.
It's very tough to top that, but you know what? Let's stop talking about it ourselves. Let's hear what the players have to say. They're back with Jen Sturger right now.
Thanks, guys. I'm backstage with Jay Washington, the Urban Gladiator, and Ethan Irwin.
Oh my God, does this mean Sad Jay is back?
I could tell you were beating yourself up there.
Ethan,
I saw
cheer him
you
up.
pulling for
Cheer him up.
answers that you had
That I knew.
that they just didn't come out.
And you know what? That's a part of the game. That's a part of the game. It happens. You have answers on the tip of your tongue. I knew Abe Sapien. I couldn't remember it. The damn Bye 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 to Between Backstreet Boys. I was like, I knew it was one of those pop songs. I couldn't pull it. But you know what? Let me just break this down. Yeah, I called him out because this is about respect. I've been here. We've been doing this a certain way. The kid's the real deal. I get it. I give him credit. The idiot he's with is still an idiot.
Still not a fan
And
of
I
Kaiser,
still am the Mad Titan. Check out the podcast. But you know, just
It's so creepy. No. Are you patting me?
yes.
You're patting me.
Yes, I
Great.
am.
So yeah, obviously not a huge fan of Kaiser.
No, like I said, you know what? I give him credit. I give him credit. He did his study. He knew his game. He landed on what he
Smets,
wanted.
not Kaiser.
Yeah, because Kaiser doesn't know how to study. He doesn't know how to read. It's clear and evident he doesn't know how. It is clear as day he's illiterate. It is clear as day he needs to be hooked on phonics 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 37. It is evident that he is remedial. It is clear as day he was in the special classes. It is clear and proof that he was in those classes in the buildings behind the regular high school.
Oh
it is
my
just proof of that.
God.
Look at him.
Ethan's like, at one point,
What
at
about
what
you,
point should I
Ethan? Got
stop
anything?
this?
I mean, Kaiser is human garbage for sure. But look, it was, it's a tough
Holy
loss.
shit.
I've been there recently. It sucks. We pick ourselves up. We keep on going. I learned that from you, my friend.
And watching you, I've learned that from you. And I'm not gonna hold my head down on this. Yeah, I'm like 1-4 in Intergeekdom, but guess what? I'll say this to the internet, to people watching. Shush. I'll say this to people watching. Yeah, you thought you knew he was gonna do what he did, but guess what? I didn't go down just without swinging. And I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna keep coming back in this Intergeekdom every damn chance I get. Just another match means more watching, more reviewing, more studying, and coming for that little pipsqueak's ass one more again. Yeah, one more again. That's a hood thing. I swear for Lord. Kevin Smets, you got another one coming. Congratulations on your win. I'll give you that. But this next ass whooping is guaranteed, damn it.
Nah.
We got it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm back with Kevin the Smasher. All right, Smets, you're 2-0 now. Obviously, you're making a name for yourself here in the Intergeekdom. Took down Jay Washington. It was a bold move. Came in here and made a statement. What are you doing? Like, what's next?
Jen, the real story is somebody call Rachel Cushing. Maybe send her a text. Get her in the building. We'd take her right now if she's available.
Rachel Cushing?
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know, because she's an Intergeekdom legend. She's kind of a heavyweight around here.
Jen, we don't care who you are, if you're at the bottom or you're at the top. We want everybody. We're taking them all out. Good, bad, champion, no champion. Whoever Fife puts in front of us, he's going to smash.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we work our way up, though, to Rachel Cushing.
Well, apparently Navarro's in the witness relocation program. No one can find him. We asked for him.
We haven't heard back from Hector. It's true. Is there anyone else that you've been looking for?
Look, he does the talking for me. I come in here, I told everybody that I would win. I told people on social media that I would win, and I won, and now I'm 2-0, 2 knockouts. I have him in here to speak for me because I need to focus on the next victim. I have called out Hector Navarro. Jay called me out. I didn't call Jay out, and now Jay got knocked out. And I called out Hector Navarro, and you're asking me who else I want to. I want to face Hector Navarro, and if that's not there, then the next person up the line, and then. If it's Kalinowski, if it's Cushing, it doesn't matter because I'm here to win. Just give me someone to play, and I will win.
And what about all of the stuff that, people are kind of getting fed up with your voice, man. Like Kaiser's kind of making a I don't know. He's getting a reputation for kind of being an asshole.
I'm not Kaiser's babysitter, okay? I come in here and I'm focused. I come from a sports background, and he comes in here to do all the talking for me. When I walk into this studio, all I'm is focused on the next thing, the next question, the next round. So I'm not here sitting, talking, answering questions, sending videos back and forth. That's what he can do while I focus on the next match. And no one's giving me Navarro, so I don't know who's next.
Can you pass along a message to Christian for me?
Sure.
Stop going to sleep studies to find our opponents, and maybe we'll get some real competition.
Wow.
Done.
All right, there you go,
Upset.
Jay. It seems like he's okay after the loss. He doesn't want to lose. No doubt about that. I think, again, nice to see Ethan Irwin there on his side, kind of sticking with him here. Ethan's coming off a big loss, too. It isn't about the losses. It's how you get back up and go for the next wins there. But Jay, very clearly not a fan of Kaiser, though,
And I
Roxy.
kind of am getting why.
Kind of
He
understandable.
comes in hot.
He does come in hot there, but let's talk about Kevin Smets. This was about maybe making his name and earning some respect. Roxy, do you think he has it? Because he made a big call out there.
I know. He keeps coming after Hector, and at first I said he hasn't earned it, but this definitely gets him one step closer. We just watched what he is capable of, and I don't know. If I was Hector, I definitely would be looking out for Smets.
Hector hasn't been around these parts for a while.
For a
He is
very
a former
long time.
champion. He wanted to take a little bit of break. I don't know what's going on in his
I
mind.
know.
He's a hard cookie to read sometimes, a hard cat to read. A cookie's what's on my mind because I'm hungry. But
I love cookies.
I'm very curious if Hector wants to do this, if he feels like he needs to. But it seems though like Kevin, he and Kaiser are gonna make this happen, and they want to go. They want to go all the way to San Diego Comic-Con. They are eyeing Rachel the Crusher Cushing, which, to even consider yourself ready at this point, that takes a lot of guts because we know what Rachel can do, Roxy.
Oh, let's not kid ourselves, though. We can't call him even close to Rachel at this point. We'll see. We'll see.
No. So that was a big matchup there, Roxy. It's always good to have you here at
Give
the
it one more
desk.
match.
We have a lot of things going on here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. This was an Inner Geekdom Division matchup today. We got the teams, we got the singles, we got the live events. I hope you're going to TriviaSD.com. William Bibiani and his team of writers really work hard to give you the stats and stories behind everything you're watching here. So please check that out. And if you want to be a Patreon supporter, go to patreon.com/Schmoedown. And Roxy, the live events are really fun.
Yeah, they're awesome. And speaking of which, get your tickets at theschmoedownlive.com because we've got something coming up that's at least 1,000 miles away from you.
almost have
We
my
got a lot.
ticket
I'll
booked
tell you
for
what, I love
Houston.
it because it gives me a chance to drink at
All
hotel
right.
lobby bars,
Gonna
but we
take
got
my
a lot
folks
of
down
events
for a
coming. Check
weekend.
out and stay tuned
That'll be
here.
nice.
That is it. Big win for Kevin. We'll
And
see what's
New
next for
York in
Jay.
August?
For Roxy, I'm the Pit Boss.
So- soon that will be
We'll
official.
See you all next time on the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Well, hold it.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Now, again, were we saying any of this to be disrespectful towards Jay Washington? Of course not. No. No. That's not how this works. But, yeah. Yeah.
Look, Kevin is a guy that I am like, I don't know if I could beat him. And I know my geek, and I'm damn good at Inner Geekdom. I know that. So it just shows, like, yeah, this guy is the real deal. And look, like people say that Kalinowski and Cushing are too far-fetched. No, they're not. If you put Kevin up against them, Kevin has a really, really, really good shot of winning that match. So I just can't wait to see who he faces next. I hope that it is a competitor who's, good at Inner Geekdom, because based on the performance that Jay put up today, I'm like, ouch. Like, he scored 7 points after 2 rounds. Now, granted, he maybe didn't get the best, but he, like, two points after round 1. I think that shows that he's just not in it as he should have been. He probably needs to study again really
or
for it.
that
because
he let the rivalry with, or that, Kaiser was in his head.
That's also
or he hadn't played in a year. Ring rust is a real thing.
No, that's
I've
I was
said
gonna say
it
it was kind
past
of
match-
many things that were going against Jay.
Yeah.
Ring rust, along with the fact that his opponent was clearly in his head, and
Yeah.
that's yeah. Look, and I think even Jay would say it was a disappointing performance because there were just so many variables going against him for this match. And that's why he didn't do as great as he should have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and does it make the rest of us feel like, come on, man, really? But I get it. But at the same time, it's like, Jay, we know that in there is some knowledge.
That's the thing. Like, I remember his first Intergeekdom match when he actually went up against Burnett, and everyone was like, "Oh, Burnett's got this. He's the previous champ." And Jay actually beat him, showing that Jay actually knows some Intergeekdom. And I think that Jay, under just better circumstances, could have put up a better performance. But yeah, today was just unfortunate.
Everything was against him.
But at least he brought it with the talk.
I was about to say, no. If we were gonna say who's gonna win this match based on the smack talk,
hands down.
Hands down.
Oh,
like I'm gonna be remembering that high school diatribe for days, and it's just gonna be stuck in my head. I'll be like, oh God. So yes, fan league competitors, listen up. If you are trying to be a quote-unquote heel, if you want to be a smack talker, if you want to try to learn how to do promos correctly, watch this damn match.
Yes.
Yes, very much. Very much.
So Nico gets studying.
No, Nico, you need to study more on just the trivia.
Hey, Case. I watched Kingsman 2 yesterday. I'm studying.
Wow.
Shut up.
Now I'm sorry for you.
Anyway,
Nico, your thoughts on the talk?
The talk, probably best promos of all time for the Schmoedown. And we've heard some great promos, we've heard some bad promos, but this was like creme de la creme, 5-star main event course meal of promos. They held nothing back to the point where they were like, I feel bad for Kaiser that they insulted his intelligence so damn much at the end. But sometimes when you hit below the belt, that's when it hurts the hardest. And they held nothing back, absolutely nothing, and it showed. Like you saw me, Chris, in case we were all like, "Ooh, what?" Chris was nearly dying laughing at one point. Granted, that was from Emma wearing pajamas and
also, quick, sorry to interrupt you, Nico, but also the fact that this is a match that officially confirms in my head that Ethan and Jay are never going to split up.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ethan actually did the, nothing and deal with it, damn it line for Jay.
Ethan is essentially becoming the Jay Washington fanboy. Like they are rubbing off on each other in that Ethan has made Jay more positive, and now Jay has brought out a fire in Ethan, in which like he's getting comfortable with the smack talk. He's getting used to being a little more aggressive, and I like that out of Ethan, and it's gonna help especially moving forward with his team with Janine, because Janine has that fire. She's become that face that's really good with smack talk as well. So like again, there's still something to look forward to for Jay Washington in that he still has two very credible clients who are still championship worthy. And Jay, it was just a matter of a lot of things from ring rust to focused more on like the smack talk game than anything else, to maybe not wanting to watch certain movies, to just the questions. Sometimes they just don't go your way. I know this. I've lost a match 20-15, and I've won a match 3-0.
Yeah.
So I've been there. I've been there for certain. But getting to Kevin Smets, because we haven't really talked about the.
I do want to say one more little thing about Ethan. Ethan definitely needed a manager, because when Ethan came into the ring, he had no character. It was just a guy who was very good at trivia, but they instantly noticed that, and they were like, give him a manager to make sure that the character bit can be done by that manager, and maybe he'll get the competitor with it. And Jay was the perfect fit. And I think that those two just work really well together because you see that Jay is making sure that Ethan has an entertaining character to watch, and Ethan brings the knowledge. So, that was a smart move.
Getting to the man of the hour now, Kevin Smets.
Oh, yeah.
He's now 2-0 with 2 knockouts. And I think the last person who even came close to doing that in Inner Geekdom was Mara Kanopik, because no one else had gone 2-0 because there were so many 5-ways before Kalinowski's tournament. So like the best people had like 50-50 records, and now that we're focused more on one-on-one stuff for this division, we're actually seeing the cream of the crop show what they got. And you know, Kevin Smets to be like only the second person to go 2-0 so far is a big deal, and he's proven that he's ready to.
No, you're forgetting Donica.
Oh yeah, Donica.
Yeah, he went 2-0 and then he lost.
in my defense, Donica has kind of faded into the background so much that you kind of forget he was there, and that's sad. And I hope he gets his mind right and he comes back too. But Kevin Smets, he's proven that he's up there. He's up there. Now, with my fight background, I've seen a lot of people who were hailed as the next big thing, and eventually got to a point where the hype fell down. There was just one performance that kind of shut all the hype down, and then the naysayers came out and they were like, see, he was all hype. We told you. We knew from the start that this
it also happened with several Schmoedown competitors like Bibiani at first.
True. So the next performance that Kevin Smets has, the next match that he has, is truly going to determine how great he is. Is he going to live up to the same performance he put in these past 2 matches, or will lightning finally strike on him? I think he's going to perform well in his next match. Hopefully he gets Navarro like he wants. I wouldn't be surprised if Kaiser shows up at Navarro's front door or at Hyper RPG and just like he interrupts a Twitch stream that Hector is a part of and just like, hey, why aren't you answering our messages? The Smasher's waiting for you. There's a beaten and it's got your name on it. Man up and see us at Collider Studios in the next week or so. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. And if it does happen, I will celebrate, because that would be the most awesome thing on the internet ever. If it doesn't happen, can we get Jeremy Johns back? Can we?
That would be so good. What are you thinking of, Chris?
Yes. Okay. Legit. Now that is a match I would love to see, because Jeremy actually has good across the board knowledge.
Well, the question really is, is Jeremy able to come down to LA for that, and B, because he was on a run back in the day when he got to that title match, and he probably was also studying a lot. I don't know if that's still the case, if he still retains that knowledge. So
well,
it's really
considering he still does reviews constantly, I mean...
But that's for every movie. But to really focus on Geek, I'm not sure. I just know, I'm pretty sure that whoever Kevin faces next, he'll probably win. That'll hopefully just get him into a #1 contender match against Mike Kalinowski, and that'll get him to the title match against Rachel. It should happen.
At Comic-Con.
Yes, it should happen, because I really do believe that Kevin is the real deal. He's shown it in 2 matches now. I believe it based off how we talked to him in the live show. So I'm just looking forward to the path that he is on right now. I think we have all our thoughts out of the way. So guys, that was the reaction. Apologies for a little bit of a lengthy discussion and some tangents, but that's okay, you know. We just want to talk Geek and Schmoedown because it's fun, and we love this stuff. Speaking of, I'm actually going to make my debut in Full Metal Geek. Technically, I made my debut with the play-in, but I'm actually going to face another guy in a 1-versus-1 match that I'm very excited for you all to see very soon, so look out for that. Thank you. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment on anything or speculations, why we're wrong, why we're right, that good stuff. And where can people find you online, Nico?
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli. That's NicoSuaveRegoli. Right here on Dedicated to Art and all the places Case just said and Chris will say. Combat Wrestling Trivia is the name of the Facebook group. Combat Wrestling Network is the name of the YouTube channel. The poorly made Twitter handle is at Combat Wrestling, the number 2. There is no letter G in there. But if you like wrestling and if you like wrestling trivia, come find us over there. We'll get you a match in either the heavyweight or middleweight divisions, and you can just have fun and see if you're worthy of the championship that Andrew Hayes has. You can also find me on Multiplex Entertainment. That's the name of the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. The Twitter is at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is Multiplex Entertainment Network. The TeePublic is just Multiplex. Buy our awesome shirts. Zaddy Smith and I host a weekly Intergeekdom and Arrowverse discussion show called Crisis on Earthplex every Wednesday starting between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern. And I should be making my return to one-on-one competition over there fairly soon. And the Schmoedown Discord League is starting up in a couple weeks, so I'll be debuting in that as well. It's Patreon exclusive, so if you're a patron, join the Discord server. And I might have one additional project in the works in the coming months, but I can't say anything just yet.
Interesting stuff. Actually, some stuff that Chris and I didn't know about either, based off Chris's reaction. Chris, where can people find you?
Well, apparently there's a new league I can take over and just beat everybody in.
I call you as my tag team partner.
Let's see who else is in there first. But
Don't steal my tag team partner away from me.
I was about to say, and speaking of tag team partners, Case and I will soon be making our debut in regular movie trivia over on Multiplex Entertainment in Movie Warzone. Very excited for that.
Yes.
Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a fun one. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, and Letterboxd at Skywalker Doman. You guys can follow this very channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A Channel. Please like our Facebook page. And, stay tuned for our weekly live show, the Who Cares Anime podcast, on Fridays. And if you're a fan of Star Wars Resistance, go back and check the backlog of our Star Wars Resistance recap show, because now we have to wait until October for Season 2. But, yeah. So, and another quick multiplex plug. I have my second fandom match coming up. I know who I'm going against. I know that this guy has potential. So I'm a little nervous, but I think I can take it.
You got it.
I got it.
You got it. You were in a title match.
This is true.
And speaking of matches coming up, I am going to face the showman Eli McCagg in a title match TV fandom, which I still don't know why I'm in there, but I'm in there, so it's going to go up on Multiplex, so check that out. I think we plugged about...
You're in there because I pluralized an answer that wasn't plural.
This is true. So, yeah, I think I've covered all the matches that I'm going to be in, and otherwise you can follow me on Letterboxd and Facebook, simply Case Cornelissen, on Twitter at Dutch Movie Guy. That was about it. Guys, stay tuned for our free-for-all reaction, which is going to be a thing. I have no idea who wins and what is going to happen, so that's going to be fun. Stay tuned also for our Game of Thrones recap show. We are 2 weeks away from the new season, so that's going to be exciting. And until then, take care.
Yeah!